Hello, welcome to the 27th part of I'll be taking a break for personal reasons. A special thanks to my Patreon supporters. If you want to support, you can join my channel membership or Patreon for as low as $1. Thank you very much. Let's begin. At the beginning of this part, we see that Ilho and one of Yu Ilshin's clones are standing guard, protecting him from the oncoming threat. The goddess of destruction looks down at them and taunts. Do you think you can win just because there are more of you now? It's futile. Yu Ilshin, getting back on his feet, retorts, Nah, humans are the best at finding hope in the most hopeless situations. He thinks to himself, I need to do all that I can, and in order to do that, he calls out, Director, can you hear me? The director responds, Yu Ilshin, what is it? Yu Ilshin smiles, let's film one more movie. The title will be Dream-Eating Hunter Yu Ilshin. The goddess of destruction glares at him and says, That sword, it's been a long time since I've seen it. It's the sword of the knight that once slayed me. Handsome clone steps forward, confidently adding, I'll do more than just slay you this time. He leaps toward the goddess of destruction, but she remains unimpressed. Do you really believe that same trick will work on me again? Yu Ilshin suddenly appears behind her, attempting to land a surprise attack. But the goddess counters with a powerful strike, sending the destruction clone reeling. She smirks, that clone is nothing compared to me. Ilho appears from above, shouting, Get away from God Yu Ilshin. He lands beside Yu Ilshin, checking on him. Are you all right? Yu Ilshin, still determined, replies, I'm fine. I can still fight. But he knows deep down the odds are stacked against him. He thinks, how do I defeat her now that she's absorbed both Nether and the Giant of the End? There is only one plan he can think of. The creation god clone encourages him. I believe in you, Yu Sashin. You can do this. We just need to buy enough time until the story is complete with enough plausibility. Ilho nods in agreement. Understood. Let's do this. The goddess of destruction sneers at them. Foolish mortals. You're different from the others, but still no match for me. Yu Ilshin, thinking quickly, calls out, Sam Shin. The fragment of his that went missing long ago. Destruction clone, now under her control, whispers, Let's work together again to destroy all those that leech off the corpse of the god of creation. We can then wait for his resurrection together. The destruction clone is visibly shaken. Handsome clone tries to snap him out of it. Get it together, you Sam Shin? He uses heavenly demon create. But the goddess counters, saying, You cannot touch me with that sword, as she launches a powerful attack, sending handsome clone flying. The goddess of destruction smiles wickedly, Become a sacrifice for the true god of creation's resurrection. With cold indifference, she says, One down. Ilho, refusing to give up, reappears above her, only to be hit by a barrage of energy blasts. Yu Ilshin, he calls out weakly before falling. The goddess continues, 2 down. Handsome clone, in his final moments, mutters, Nice to meet you, Yu Sam Shin. I'd expect no less from the third clone of the god of Yu Ilshin. You're incredibly strong. But the goddess doesn't hesitate. She strikes again, return from whence you came. She now turns her attention to Yu Ilshin. It's your turn, Yu Ilshin. Become a sacrifice. But Yu Ilshin stands firm, declaring, I won't let you have your way. With a smirk, he reveals, While you were busy dealing with my clones and Ilho, Dream-Eating Hunter Yu Ilshin was completed. I'm sure you'll find the ending quite interesting. The goddess of destruction, enraged, shouts, Vanish! She attacks, but Yu Ilshin smiles, catching her off guard. He swiftly breaks 2 of her fingers. The goddess, surprised, cries out, My fingers! What kind of trick is this? Yu Ilshin smugly replies, You thought it was over, didn't you? But I have one last trick up my sleeve. The goddess, realizing the deception, says, They didn't die. They're still alive within me, using the Emperor's parasite skill shared by Yu Ilshin. Clever, but futile. The goddess of destruction gathers her strength, radiating an even greater power. No matter how much you struggle, you won't be able to stop me. Despair is the only emotion you're allowed to feel in my presence. I will destroy everything you cherish. Yu Ilshin, witnessing her true form, thinks, This is a completely different level of power than before. The creation clone frantically shouts. The plausibility is breaking down. I need time to fix it, Yu Ilshin. Desperate to stall, Yu Ilshin uses the pin of creation. The goddess scoffs. Do you think I'll let you stall again with your pathetic tricks? Holding an immense power in her hands, she says, You still don't understand how much stronger I am than you, do you? Yu Ilshin, determined, calls out, Guys, get ready. But the goddess mocks him. They still don't realize they're walking right into my trap. Enraged, Yu Ilshin shouts, I won't forgive you. Summon Thousand Blades Treasure Trove. The system announces, *Thousand Blades Treasure Trove is descending. Time will be paused for 1 minute. In the midst of the frozen time, Yu Ilshin sees his mentor, the heavenly demon. Master, how are you here? The heavenly demon replies, There is no reason for me to exist if the goddess of destruction does. I used all my power to say my goodbyes. Take this sword, Ilshin. Hurry. The sword, ancient and powerful, forged from the principle of cause and effect, was made with the sole intent of taking down the goddess of destruction. The heavenly demon warns, Remember, this sword can only be used once. I believe in you. You can save this world from her. The moment is fleeting, but as Yu Ilshin holds the sword, he feels its immense divine power. He thinks, if I combine all my divine power with this sword, I just might be able to defeat her. Yu Ilshin charges toward the goddess of destruction. The goddess, surprised by his speed, tries to counter, but Yu Ilshin is too fast. He thinks, this is my only chance. Suddenly, a flying camera appears. Yu Ilshin smiles, recognizing it. You're here. The director responds, Sorry it took so long to set things up. We're streaming the movie Dream-Eating Hunter Yu Ilshin right now. The system announces, follower count, 1.9 trillion. Yu Ilshin, encouraged, thinks, that's a lot of followers. Just a bit more. The system reports his follower count rising rapidly, 2.2 trillion, 3.7 trillion. Finally, it reaches 10 trillion. The heavenly demon smiles and says, Now, Ilshin. Yu Ilshin unleashes a devastating attack. This is the end for you. With the full force of his power, Yu Ilshin strikes with Heavenly Demonic God Sword. Heavenly Demon Great Inferno. The battle reaches its climax as his powerful attack hits the goddess of destruction with all his might. This is the end, and the next part is going to be the last one.